It's time for Did You Watch It?
How does this show work? We watch what we like, we talk about what we watched, and maybe you'll like what you hear. I'm Liz.
And I'm Neil. Last night, we watched episode 1 of The Bachelor Season 18. The show aired on Monday, January 6, 2014. Here's what we thought about it.
What I loved the most was hearing a little bit more of the background of Juan Pablo.
Okay.
And especially when Chris Harrison said he has generated the most excitement than anyone in Bachelor history.
And I'm curious about that statement. What exactly is the basis for that assessment?
Well, I think because you weren't there for the Bachelorette and you didn't hear all the buzz about Juan Pablo when he was on The Bachelorette. But I can totally see how that happened because it was crazy. It was Juan Pablo fever. So I get it.
So I guess that kind of explains the reactions of the women that they were showing. Like, it was very difficult for me at the very beginning of the show to see all of the crying and all of the, oh my God, I just wish he would just, it's like, do I really want to watch this show?
You mean when they were doing the introductions?
Yeah, before the introductions. I mean, we're talking the first 3 minutes of the show itself.
Well, because they were excited.
Okay, all right.
Just stay tuned. You'll see what I'm talking about.
I will hang in there with you.
Please.
The first segment of the show, as I recall, and as I have here in my notes, we got the opportunity to meet El Bachelor.
See?
One thing that was running through my head during this segment was revisiting the baby mama drama, or the potential baby mama drama. He described his relationship as lasting about 2 years, and then they just realized it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
And
there were no pictures, there were no references.
No references. It was
nothing.
kind of silent. Were they married? Was this just
I don't think so.
An extended booty call?
I think she probably got pregnant and they tried to make it work and then realized that it wasn't going to work.
And that's another thing that I want to know. I want to know the timing of when the breakup actually occurred. Was Camila, was she around during that time? Was this before she was born? Was it after she was born?
Okay.
Was the relationship because of the impending Camila?
I had never thought about that.
I think about these things as I'm taking my copious notes.
Okay, well, stop taking your copious notes. Let's just talk about this.
We can talk, but this is part of the fun for
All
me.
right.
So Camila got a lot of screen time, and she is cute.
And she's adorable.
She's adorable. She's sweet.
And she loves her dad, and I love that. Mm-hmm. And he loves her.
When Juan Pablo was getting ready to meet the Bachelorettes, Grandma and Grandpa were in town, and Camila is here. But I'm thinking...
What are you thinking?
If Camila is here, and Grandma and Grandpa are here, you know Mama's here.
Interesting.
You know Mama's here.
I hadn't really thought about that.
Okay. And because Mama's here, you know she's going to be on the show.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Because whoever he picks is going to play a major role in Camila's life.
So you think there's going to be like some kind of meet and greet?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
On camera?
Absolutely. Hey, if I was a betting person, that's where I'd go.
All right, I'll bet you $5 that is not going to happen.
See, look, we're not engaging in gambling up in here. This is just...
All right.
Sean's comment: kiss as many as you want to, just don't let the other women see you do it.
Exactly.
Okay, and I'm
because
thinking,
he's smart.
But I get that. But here's the thing: this is season 18.
Yes.
I think we've pretty much established that there's going to be some kissing going on.
I know. Yeah, there is. But...
Especially when he's got over 24 women that he's going to be having to choose from. So he's going to have to kiss a few frogs before he finds his princess. So,
okay, first of all, there are no frogs. There are just women. Okay, some are crazy. Some are not as crazy.
We're going to get to my reaction to that statement later.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay. There's going to be kissing, yes, but I get the whole philosophy that if you want to have no ill feelings or just give yourself the best chance of having peace in the house, which you don't even know what the house is about yet because we haven't even gotten there.
This
but
is true.
The best way to do that is by not having other people see you making out with somebody else.
All right.
I know it seems hard to even fathom that.
I love these rules.
With 25 women, you could not be kissing one in front of the other, but...
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
It's just smart.
And now it's time to meet the crazies.
Yes.
We had 2 separate limo waves. In the first wave, we had Amy from Orlando, who was a local news reporter, which I think is a very interesting person to have on the show. Didn't get to see her much, which, we'll hear from her.
Okay.
Moving forward. We have Cassandra from Rochester Hills, Michigan, who's the former NBA dancer who opted for Craig Ferguson's awkward pause.
Yeah, that was totally awkward.
Yeah, and and it's like, and I guess it went downhill from there.
I know, but at least have something in your mind. I get the nerves. I get that everybody's like tense and excited and the cameras are on and all that stuff, but it's like, at least know the first couple of words you're gonna say. I felt bad for her.
Yeah, I almost did, but then I figured she was only number 2, so I figured that I needed to leave room for the others. So then we have Christy from Chicago. Met her in the pre-show. Christine from Miami, who is the police support specialist. I don't know what that means, but I like the fact that she brought a gift for Camila.
What was her gift? I'm getting them confused.
It was the little bracelet with
that
her
was
name
cute.
spelled. It was
totally cute.
It was absolutely cute. Then we get to the big ballers.
All right.
We have Nikki, the pediatric nurse, who absolutely knew how to make a first impression.
Yes.
I loved that dress. I loved her. The stethoscope was a bit cheesy.
I know, but it was cute.
But I'm willing to forgive it because of that dress.
But it was cute.
It was cute.
And it was memorable.
Yes. Oh, I remember it. And I remember that dress too. We have Kat from Scottsdale, Arizona, who is a medical sales representative. I don't know necessarily if I would have opened up with the request for salsa lessons.
Yeah, and it was awkward salsa too.
It was awkward salsa. There was something wrong about it.
Yeah,
It wasn't racist, it was more racial.
Yeah.
And so I just thought it was better to leave that out.
Yeah.
That's just me.
All right.
Chantel from San Diego, who is an account manager. I did give her minus points because, she had to explain how to pronounce her name. Okay? Chantel, holding her finger up a Chantel. Really? Victoria from Boca Raton, who's a legal assistant. She's from Brazil.
Uh-huh.
Once again, bonus points for Victoria because she's from Brazil, so she speaks Portuguese. And, but she doesn't speak Spanish. So they worked out a little deal. It's like, you teach me Spanish, I teach you Portuguese.
It's kind of cute.
It was very cute. So I was into that. That was good. Lucy.
I don't even know where to start
with
this one.
No shoes. I'm as the shot went, no shoes.
But that wasn't even like the most
shocking. It went downhill from there, but no shoes.
The dress, the twirling,
the
crazy garland from like 1970.
The garland nymph. It's like Hera was having auditions again or something,
No makeup, I just kind of didn't get it. And then she's like walking through the puddles in that white dress and it's getting all muddy.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
Danielle, the psychiatric nurse from St. Louis. I liked Danielle because she brought a present for Juan Pablo.
Which was her present?
Well, we didn't know what her present was at the introduction because she actually told him that it was waiting for him inside.
Ah.
So
Danielle with the curly hair.
With the very curly hair.
Super cute.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. When are they going to get a Sri Lankan up in here?
Or you could always audition. So then that was the end of the first limo wave. And then we had a new vehicle. Once again, I've never watched the show, so I don't know if they've ever had a piano bike.
No.
Before.
They never had. They've had things like there was a girl that rode in on a horse. Different things like that, but this was just kind of a little odd.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Major cheese.
Lauren S. from Austin, Texas, who is a music composer. Get it. But yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that kind of later in the show when it was more
later.
meaningful and kind of,
Much later.
This just came off like a gimmick, and I don't know. I think she could have just introduced herself and then later on maybe played for him or something.
Exactly. Chelsea, who we met in an earlier segment, is a science educator, which means she's a teacher, from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, this was beyond cheese. Okay, you thought the piano bike was cheesy, the test tubes and the whole chemistry thing, and then not really knowing what to say and throwing him over her shoulder. It was just, it was a little too much.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chelsea. Nice try, but yeah.
Valerie from Sutter, California, who is a personal trainer. And the gown was nice. She looked very good. I thought she was very beautiful, but the cowboy boots kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
I was done at that point.
I'm kind of not all about the ball gown and cowboy boots.
Yeah. I understand you got to represent, but yeah. We have Elise from 40 Fort, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Elise was cute.
Elise
she
was
was
very
super sweet, I thought.
Ashley from Dallas, Texas, who's also a first grade teacher. And she brought him a gold star,
which I thought was a nice touch.
It was a very nice touch. It was good.
Had a little story that went with it. It was kind of memorable.
Right, but that hair. That hair. Okay, we have Claire, the hairstylist, that we met in an earlier segment. She is from Sacramento. Her father recently passed away from brain cancer.
And
sad. Before he died, he made a DVD for her future husband.
Yeah.
And
talk about a tearjerker.
It was a very touching moment. But man, when she came out of that limo and she looked to be, 7-8 months pregnant, I literally had to go back to see her segment again just to check her body to see if there was any evidence.
It was kind of weird. I get that she wants to stand out.
Literally.
But that is just not the way to do it. If you want to stand out, don't show up pregnant.
Yeah.
Because nothing is going to make him run faster.
Yeah. Allie from Chicago, who's the nanny. We met her in the pre-show, and she came out with a soccer ball and cleats,
which was cute.
Which was very cute.
Under the gown,
she made it work. Good points for Allie.
For some reason, this didn't come off like the cowboy boots for me.
Not at all.
And I don't know why. But it seemed to flow a little better.
Exactly.
And so it was kind of cool.
I think there was less shock value.
Yeah.
Because the ball came out and then she came out and. So we had the chance to emotionally prepare.
Exactly.
For the moment. And then we have Amy, the massage therapist.
Yeah, those are the two words from the night that just got me.
Yeah.
Massage
therapist. Now, in her earlier segment, she did say that she considers herself to be an artist with the human body. And she just wants to find a man that wants to be rubbed by her.
And I'm sure...
Cuckoo! Yes.
I'm sure she could find one, but getting that one to stay, I'm not so sure about.
I don't know.
She was just all kinds of crazy.
All kinds of crazy. And then Renee, the real estate agent, who is a single mom, wonderful.
I loved her.
Love her.
I loved her.
I love the interaction. I love the introduction. It was, her.
I can see there being a real connection between those two. And I can't believe we're only in the part 2 of the first segment. And I said the word connection.
Yes.
You'll understand what that means as we go along.
Okay.
But I hate that word.
I look forward to it.
Oh, God, I hate that word. And I can't believe I said it.
Well,
But I'm just looking forward to Renee and Juan Pablo getting to know each other and just seeing more that they have in common.
Yes.
Lauren H. Okay, first of all, I kind of want to know what a mineral coordinator is.
I would love if anybody out there knows what. I haven't Googled it yet, but I really want somebody from the source. I want somebody from Edmond, Oklahoma, who's listening to this to please tell me exactly what a mineral coordinator is.
And it looks like it pays well.
Yeah, I mean, she was, she presented herself very well. She looked to be doing well in life, except for that little breakup she went through about a year ago.
It wasn't even about a year ago.
I know.
I think it was like 3 months ago or something.
It was too damn reason for her to be on the show.
Well, we'll get into that because
we will so get into that. And personally, I blame the producers on this one because it's almost like they knew that this was a bomb waiting to explode.
Well, of course they knew.
Because she had a segment in the show on Sunday, and then she had a segment earlier in this show, and then later we actually got to see her and Juan Pablo interacting together. So she got more FaceTime than almost all of the girls. I mean,
because she's crazy.
Yeah, well,
she just needs help.
She was a grenade. Therapy. She was a grenade. They pulled the pin and just rolled her into the middle of that group.
They did. And gave her at least 2 drinks.
At least 2 drinks. At least 2 drinks. And they said, let's see if she can take herself out and somebody else with her.
And she certainly did.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Maggie from North Augusta, South Carolina. She's a personal banker, and she brought him a fishing hook.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
But that's another story in itself. Kelly from Atlanta, Georgia, brought her dog Molly.
Okay, and I love dogs, and Molly was awfully cute.
Molly was very cute.
But the only time you should bring your dog on a date is if you're both going to the dog park with your respective dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a dog.
Bringing the dog to the mansion was just...
Yeah.
In the limo, yeah.
Yeah, with the Juan Pablo cape or whatever, because it wasn't a shirt or a sweater or anything like that. Lacey, who was the nursing home...
who started her own nursing home.
The nursing home owner.
She was adorable.
I loved her.
I loved her too, and I really liked her for him.
Caretaker written all over her.
Well, and with the special needs... Family and just her home life, and then the fact that she started this nursing home and just loves the people that she has there, and just felt like she had a lot to offer.
Yes.
And she was genuine and down to earth and just a really loving person.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I thought that would be a great match.
Yeah. Realistically, I don't know what the long-term implications would be, but she definitely deserved to be on the show a little bit longer than the first cut.
I was kind of sad about that.
I was sad about that. We have Alexis from Tampa, who is the communications director. Kylie from Rockford, Illinois. She's the interior designer who just could not wait to get inside.
Yes.
To the point where it's so nice. Oh, I'll just see you inside. Okay?
Poor girl. No, these guys, listen, they've got to be so nervous. I totally get it. Yeah. I would be tongue-tied. I would probably trip over my dress. I would probably fall flat on my face. I would call him another name, whatever. So the fact that she even got out of the limo, made it up to him, hugged him, and said, I'll talk to you inside,
okay,
I think was good.
All right.
I'm surprised there's not more like that, honestly.
Charlene from Heidelberg, Germany. She's actually living in Heidelberg. She's originally from Ottawa, Canada. She is the opera singer.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Juan Pablo was totally impressed.
Exactly.
Totally impressed.
And she has the mundo.
The mundo.
The world.
That is she has mundo.
Yes. And she was classic.
She was very classic, and we're going to find out just how classic she was later.
Yes.
And then we have Andy.
And I've never seen a reaction like he had to Andy.
See, I think...
it was so outwardly... He didn't even know what to say. He was like tripping over his words.
She was the last one.
I know, but
it was
he
fatigue.
Didn't react like that to anybody else.
Yes, he did.
Later on, but not just getting out.
Victoria, the Brazil. Yeah, he was all of it. Yeah, no.
Andy
dresses. I mean, she packages herself, and she cleans up well, but She's an assistant district attorney from Atlanta, Georgia. At least the lower third said that she was an assistant district attorney. She is a self-described gang prosecutor.
Yeah, I didn't get that whole thing.
Yeah. So those are the 27 that he had to choose from. And now we're going to release The Bachelor into this bevy of crazies.
I think by next week, you'll really start to see
the
more.
Crazy manifesting itself.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
There will be more one-on-one time. There will be more competing. There will be more alcohol.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And there will be more kissing and more negative reactions to the kissing.
Exactly.
I hate you, Pablo.
I can't believe
there will be crying in the restroom.
Going out with her. Yeah, I can't wait to see who that chick is because that was weird.
I have money on that one. But,
you do?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just leave that.
I don't know who it is, but I'm going to write. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to put it in an envelope.
And we'll open it at the end of the show.
And we'll open it at the end.
Okay. Or when we find out who that is. When we
find out who it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Then we'll see.
Because the whole, Pablo, you should die was just crazy.
During the one-on-one time, I like the fact that they showed him with Nikki and Renee. And
yes.
It went very well. I like the fact that he remembered Renee's son's name.
Yes.
That was a good touch.
He was listening, paying attention.
You could see that there was a...
Kindred spirits.
Kindred spirits. They're coming from the same place. I like the two of them together.
I do too. I'm voting for them.
He did channel Ricky Ricardo during the one-on-one time when he was talking about Lucy.
Well, can you blame him?
No. Lucy's a little crazy.
She's a lot
too
crazy.
Funny.
She's a lot crazy.
She's a lot crazy. And then right after he says, that there's going to be a lot of strange tonight, they show him walking out with Amy J to, wait for it, the massage table.
Yeah, that was beyond an awkward moment.
Yeah. When she put the oil on her hands, so that he could smell it, and then she took them oily hands and put it on the shoulders of his suit, I cringed.
Well, not only that, but it was just all of her oohs and ahs and expressions and taking off his shoes and fondling his socks. It was just so bizarre. I just couldn't even, and I just felt like, how awkward must that have been for him?
Even more awkward was watching the meltdown of Lauren H.
Yeah.
That was...
I just wanted to,
like I said,
give her a hug and take her out of there.
Get the grenade, pull the pin, roll it, and just wait for it to explode. You know it's going to explode soon. You just don't know exactly when. Hey, first week...
She needed 6 months to a year of therapy
she
before
needed a
even
hug.
Considering anything like this.
Yeah, and and kudos to Ashley for biting the bullet and taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Helping out a friend.
Yeah.
Then we get to that, what was it, the first impression rose?
The first impression rose.
The first impression rose.
Yes.
No surprise.
No surprise.
That Charlene got the first impression rose.
Yes.
The surprise, however, was her
reaction
to that. Juan Pablo says, will you accept this rose? And Charlene doesn't say yes or absolutely or
it's kind of
no, sure.
Not only sure, but it was
sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Kind of a pause and then a sure.
As if she was deciding whether or not she wanted fries with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was not exactly what he wanted to hear.
Personally, I'm glad that she got to survive the first cut, but I think we're just delaying the inevitable.
Juan Pablo likes her.
Juan Pablo likes the mundo.
The mundo.
So, because I was streaming, I hit the pause button just before the rose ceremony, and yes. I said, you know what, I'm going to construct my list of picks. 3 of the ladies who I thought were going to get a rose.
Okay. And did you do well?
And I did very well. I picked Renee, I picked Nikki, and I picked Danielle. And all 3 of them got a rose.
Yeah. And I like all 3 of those.
I like all 3 of them, too.
But the worst possible thing at the rose ceremony... was the Kat Kylie debacle.
Oh yeah, that was.
That happened once before, but someone actually called the wrong name. And the girl went up to get the rose, and then he had to step out and say, I called the wrong name.
Ooh, no, I'm sorry, not you.
Yeah, but I felt so bad for her because she said, oh, didn't you call my name? And he said, no, I said,
if I did, it was a mistake.
Poor Kylie.
Poor Kylie. And then I picked 3 that were going to be sent home. Okay. I got Lauren H. right because,
of course,
once again, the grenade. Amy J. because of the oil on the shoulders of the suit, which was just wrong. But I picked Lucy
to go.
Because
she should have gone.
She should have gone.
She didn't go?
She didn't go.
She stayed?
She's on.
That's right. She skipped up and accepted the rose.
Yes, she did. She bounced up there like Snoopy.
And then she twirled back, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Oh
she
my
did
God.
her little dance, and it was scary. Yeah, because she's a little crazy.
She's a lot crazy.
Okay, and then I had 2 special awards. My pick for the Give It Back award, which is basically somebody who got a rose that I really don't think should get one.
Should have gotten one?
Yeah, Andy. Once again, the gang prosecutor. Stunning. She's very attractive. But
he was into her.
Well, he wasn't. See, that's the thing.
He was totally into her.
No. When they had their one-on-one, if you noticed, Juan Pablo had his arms crossed across his chest, and his legs were pointing straight out.
You don't think he was just nervous?
I don't think so. Only his head was turned toward her.
I think he was really just caught off guard.
Yeah, he was really not feeling her. At least in my opinion, just based on his body language.
See, I think he was feeling her, but he just didn't know how to handle it, and he was just nervous.
If you look at his time with Renee, they were both turned into each other. The boundary, that invisible line between the two of them, was being frequently crossed. If you looked at his time with Charlene, he was turned. Charlene was the one whose legs were pointing straight out and had her arms and she was kind of like.
Oh yeah, because she's the one who said,
"Sure." Right, but he offered her coat. It's like he was definitely embracing Nikki, Renee, all those other ones that he had definitely had a reaction to. He was bringing them in. Andy, no.
Not so much. All right, so we'll have to wait and see what happens.
We'll have to wait and see what happens with this. I think that she's a mid-season replacement, personally. Okay. And then I had the One Rose Short Award.
Okay.
For the woman who did not get a rose, but should have gotten one. And I'm giving this one to Ashley for helping out a friend in need.
Yes.
Because she really took one for the team.
She did.
And I really don't think that she had the opportunity to present herself the way that she wanted.
God, who was her stylist?
I have no idea.
That hair, it didn't surprise me. I hate to be so shallow. Do I hate to be so shallow? I hate to be so shallow when evaluating these girls. But she looked like she was 55.
Oh, wow.
With the hair.
Saucer of milk?
No, it was just like Princess Leia / geisha girl. I don't know what it was.
That's our time for today. Now we'd like to hear what you thought about it. You can comment, tweet, like, or just tell a friend. Thank you for listening.